stage next, please. You're from Archipelago Technology, and you are going to talk about power drop printing. So it's sustainable packaging printing. So
thank you.
Stage, please. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Greg Nom. I'm an R&D engineer at Archipelago Technology, and also the youngest speaker today. It's a pleasure to be here at FuturePrint Tech to share how Archipelago power drop is shaping the future of sustainable packaging. Today, I'll cover 4 key topics: the latest trends in packaging, and the challenges in recycling paper and plastic packaging, and how Archipelago power drop aligns with sustainability goals, and finally, power drop end-to-end coating process. Archipelago Technology was founded in 2012 in Cambridge, heart of UK inkjet industry. We are inventors and suppliers of power drop machine, innovative droplet jetting technology, which enables pinhole-free barriers on packaging. Packaging industry is evolving, driven by customer demand and regulatory pressure. Key trends include minimalist design. Today's customer wants something transparent and simple for their packaging, which aligns with sustainability goals by reducing the materials. Sustainability and substrate evolution. Demand for environmentally responsible material led to development of biodegradable and recyclable materials such as plant-based substrate. And stricter regulations pushes company to develop or innovate the innovative substrate, sustainable substrate. According to European Parliament, they will ban single-use plastic packaging from January 2030. Why are they banning plastic packaging? Because every single year, 150 million tons of plastic packagings are produced, but yet less than 10% of them are recycled. The rest of them are either burnt, buried, or thrown into the nature, like sea. Why the plastic recycling level is so low? The reason for that is due to the complex recycling process. Different plastic requires different treatment, and there's toxicity concerns, and it's economically inefficient. Just throwing away and making a new one is cheaper than recycling the plastic. While 10% of plastic packagings are recycled, more than 80% of the paper-based packagings are recycled. Because paper-based substrates are more recycled because more established recycling system and more widespread infrastructure to recycle, and it's relatively simple to recycle compared to plastic. However, paper is not a perfect solution alone. Paper inevitably absorbs the water, meaning that it requires protective layer like barrier coating. And this is where Archipelago power drop comes in. Patent inkjet technology applies pinhole-free barriers to make it waterproof and reduce the coating usage by up to 50% compared to the conventional spray coating method. And single powder machine can coat over 100 million packages a year, maintaining the recyclability and scalability. The working principle of power drop machine is simple and efficient. At its core is power drop drum, a hollow cylinder equipped with engineered hundred thousands of nozzles. And as the drum rotates, our filler system fills the control amount of coating into these nozzles. These coatings are not going to fill the entire nozzle, meaning that the interior of the drum is dry, so it's easy to maintain. In a 6 o'clock position, in the interior of the drum, there is an air knife, which jets out the coating at the exact location where we need to apply. There are multiple benefits for powder drop. The first is high transfer efficiency. More than 90% of the materials applied lands exactly where required. And one powder machine can save carbon dioxide emission of 7,000 tons a year, which is equivalent to 29,000 passengers travel between Valencia and London and back. And also same as equivalent to CO2 saving of 3,000 Tesla cars. And powder we can customize the coating weight. We can coat as low as 10 GSM to as high as 500 GSM wet. Powder can also coat high concentration coating. By using high concentration coating, it eliminates the distortion of the substrate and also reduce the energy cost by accelerating the drying time. And finally, not the least, but is the non-contact coating method, which is very efficient in coating 3D substrates like bowls, yogurt pots, and meat trays. And also, by being non-contact, we can cover the localized defect on the substrates like dents. Think of a powder end-to-end coating process like an apple tree. The root of the tree is the powder machine, which provides the foundation of the pinhole-free application. Substrate and coating chemistry are branches. Understanding the substrate wettability, density, and coating rheology and contact angle supports the structure of the tree. Different application method for different substrate geometry and post-process like drying and curing are act as lifts, enhancing and refining the coating. And finally, the apple is the performance, the ultimate outcome. Archipelago powder-coated substrates fulfill the customer requirements and regulatory compliance through performance testing, inspection, and also coating rate evaluation. Archipelago has established golden rules to achieve pinhole-free barriers. First, the coating must wet the substrate, meaning that the coating must not bid on the surface of the substrate. And low shear viscosity has to be less than 200 millipascal/second, so the coating, when it jets, can jet more uniformly. And drops on the substrate must coalesce, so the coating can make a film on top of the substrate. And when it comes to 3D coating, the angle war, when you coat the droplets, must stay on the sidewalls. By following these rules and with the powder machine, everyone can achieve the pinhole-free barrier. We characterize the wetting by taking a contact angle measurement. What we mean by wetting substrate is the substrate has contact angle less than 90 degrees. We also measure low shear viscosity by taking coating rheology measurement. Recently, we worked with the client in the food packaging industry. By applying pinhole-free barrier using powder drop, we enhance the barrier properties of their fiber-based packaging, making it food safe, recyclable, and fulfills their test. Global packaging market is worth $1.24 trillion US, and food packaging market is worth $350 billion US. Sorry, did I say trillion? 1.24 trillion US. And fiber-based packaging is the key growth driver. And Archipelago powder offers the real-world solution to drive towards a more sustainable future. The time to change is now. So join us shaping the future of packaging. And drop plastic and power the future with Archipelago powder drop. Thank you.